All right, Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome for today's on to this wonderful day. Today, we're going to do our discussion on Canto 1, Chapter 8, Text 23. So on the prayers of Queen Kunti, we had such a wonderful time discussing this yesterday. So today is 21st July 2026, Tuesday. So we gathered here to continue our discussion. So as usual, so before we start, we call upon Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu to express his gratitude. Yes, Prabhu, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Please accept my humble obeisances. I also extend my obeisances to the assembled devotees, Prabhu. Guru Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you. It was very merciful of you to give me another opportunity to express my gratitude. Whenever other devotees express their gratitude, they seem to be very keen in telling about who brought them into Krishna consciousness, na Prabhu.
Yes.
Now I not done that justice to my brother, elder brother. He's about 90 years old. He's the one who first gave me a Bhagavad Gita and introduced me to this Hare Krishna conscious movement, Prabhu. It was very merciful of him. I approached him because I was very depressed and I was very scared of death coming to me. Because actually, Prabhu, I am from a missionary school. So that I don't know much about Krishna science. I know that death is there and I know hell is there. And I am definitely a good candidate to go to hell, Prabhu, because I know that very well and I'm very worried about that, of course. That made me very depressed and couldn't sleep. Of course, I approached many of my friends and now all of them were as dirty as I am, Prabhu. I told my brother, he asked me to read the Bhagavad Gita, which he had given to me about 25 years ago, which was just on the shelf. Of course, Prabhu, after reading that, I was much relieved. My depression disappeared to a very great extent, and my fear also became very much less. Of course, I was so happy over reading the Bhagavad Gita. I couldn't stop reading because I quickly bought a set of Bhagavatam and began reading that. That won't finish very easily, Prabhu. So give me time to get out of my fear. Of course, I was not that well spiritually realized yet until I retired. And by grace of Lord Krishna, I came introduced to you, Prabhu, through WhatsApp. You were giving classes in Bhagavad Gita verses along with Tinakaran Prabhu. After attending a few of your classes, then a Gita Gyan classes. Then, of course, you read books from Prabhupada like Harinama Chintamani, Nectar Devotion, Nectar Instruction, etc. Then I got slowly gathered myself. Now, of course, the last big one was your decision to start reading Srimad Bhagavatam. And you were very merciful to include me in your group to read it along with you. I'm very happy that I joined your association, Prabhu. Your reading inspires me a lot because early morning itself, with all your exclamations while reading and stressing on each and every word, we all get a lot of inspiration by listening to you. I hope it goes on, and at the hour of death, I hope I pass my test. So that thought always still panics me. Will I get over that exam, bro? Hare Krishna, bro. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to express my gratitude again. Hare Krishna, bro.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. You're such a wonderful devotee. And for your information, you are my greatest inspiration. At that age, because I am half of your age, but still, and thinking about it, the consequences, as we get older and older, and you can keep your faith, your enthusiasm, And that kind of anxiety, whether you'll pass the exam or not, is a very good anxiety. Because end of the day, we all have to be Krishna conscious. So what is that anxiety that we have? Oh, Krishna, can I remember you at the final moment? That is a very positive anxiety. And as I have seen, I have heard from my mentor, Pran Govinda Prabhu, and after attending many classes and some senior devotees and varieties of classes around the world. So I've been always attending so many classes around. One thing I realized, I understood after the story of Ajamila actually opened my eyes. Ajamila is such a sinful man. At the final moment, when Yamadutas came and then Vishnu Dutas came and both argued, at that moment, Ajamila repented. He said, oh, what have I done with my life? I have done such a great blunder. You know, so he started to repent. And when he repent, Krishna extended another 10 years of his life so that he can complete his sadhana and eventually go back to Godhead. So if anyone take the Srimad Bhagavatam as a very serious study, take it Srimad Bhagavatam as a serious study, from what I have seen my research, I love to do a lot of research. I don't simply take things. I would like to do what is beyond. So I believe that Srimad Bhagavatam will extend our life until we complete studying the entire Srimad Bhagavatam. Then happily go back home, back to Godhead. All right. So thank you so much, Prabhu. Please forgive me, my throat still. Start irritating already again. Anyway, such a wonderful devotee, Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu. You're always our great inspiration. So please bless me so that I can go on doing this program. Because when I first started this online, you were the first to join me. And until then, you're still with me. I think, what, 4 years ago? I think it's around
Yes, sir.
Around 2021. Wow, 5 years. Around four and a half years ago. Anyway, thank you. So Hare Krishna, dear all. So let's start today's. And today I would like to welcome Parameswari Mataji. Thank you for joining us. So about this Mother Parameswari, we just like to update you. We will go through the class as it is. We will study Srila Prabhupada's verse and words in detail. And you have right to ask question. Don't feel bad. Suddenly, if you don't understand, just raise your hand and just ask your question. Don't feel, if I ask so many questions, I am delaying others. No. Here we practice something that each and everyone here, they have the right to ask question. And that's my duty to answer you according to my understanding. If I don't understand, if I can't answer a question, I will get back to you. But do not hesitate to ask question. Okay? Mother Parameswari, I hope you're listening. You're hearing what I'm saying. All right? All right. So let's start our location. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swaparandikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Uttapadakalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajadam Shahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vidam Cha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashati Deshatarine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Shri Varshabana Videvidaitaye Kripavdaye Krishna Sambandha Viknanadaine Prabhuve Nama Madhuryo Jala Premadya Sri Rupanuga Bhaktida Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste Gauravani Shri Murtaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Viruda Pasidanta Dvantaharini Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipralambara Sambude Padambu Jaiti Nama Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupai Rupanuga Vraite Gauravir Baba Bhume Swam Nidasa Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarubhama Sri Jagannathayate Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubevacha Paditanam Pavinebhyo Vaishnavebhayo Namo Namaha Om Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Garutise Nama Panchatat Vakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhakta Avadaram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namstute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavane Suri Vrishabhanu Stiri Vipranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Shari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum nangayate girim yat kripa tamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nasta Presu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Nashtiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadhyasya Hanvayat Itarascharte Swabhijana Swaratene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavehe Muyanti Yat Surayah Tejo Vari Mridanyata Vinimayo Yatra Trisharga Mrisha Damna Svena Sada Nirastak Vahakam Satyam Param Dhimahi Haryom Tatsat Namo Vishnupada Krishna Vishnu Hare Krishna. So, yesterday we had a beautiful discussion on text 22. Such a wonderful verse. Nama Pankajanabhaya, Nama Pankajamaline, Nama Pankajanetraya, Namaste Pankajangare. All right. So we had a very detailed discussion on how, and also we also discussed about the three Banga, the three forms of Lord. And of course, Mother, what's her name? Mangala Rukmini Mataji asked, where is that? So I managed to get the text from Nectar of Devotion, and I also shared the video, that the discussion that we did. We completed 3 videos. Can you imagine? We went into that detail, almost 2, 4, 6, around 6 hours of discussion on that chapter. So whenever you have time, please go back to the video and watch it attentively, right? Okay. So today we're going to start text 23. Text 23. Yata Rishikesha Kalena Devaki. Okay. See, there's a what they call there's a dash here. So dash here means you pull the raga. Yata. Okay. Then there's another dash here. Rishikesha Kalena Devaki. E and O, we pull the raga. Kangsena Ruddati Chirang Shuchar Pita Shu. Okay, this is the S with the apostrophe, like shampoo. Shu. Shuchar Pita. All right. Vimochitaham Cha Sahat Maja Vibo O means we pull the raga, right? Tvayaiva na tena muhur vipat ganat na. So vipat ganat. Okay. Yata Rishikesha kalena devaki Kanshena ruddha chiram shucharpita Vimochitaham cha sahatmaja vibo Tvayaiva natena muhur vipagganat Yata Rishikesha kalena devaki Kanshena ruddha chiram shucharpita Vimochitaham cha sahatmajo vibo Tvayaiva natena muhur vipagganat Yata Rishikesha kalena devaki Kanshena radda chiram sucharpita Vimochitaham cha sahatmaja vibo Tvayaiva natena muhur vipagganat. Alright, Mangalar Rukmini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Yada Rishikesa Kalena Devaki Kangsena Rudachitirang Sudarpita Vimochitahang cha Sahatmaja Vibo Vaya Ivanatena Muhur Vipatkanat.
Yes, nice. Next. We're going to recite the verse. Is it very Navarasan? Yes, Navarasana. Namaras.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Danda Pranam. Yata Ishikesha Kalena Deviki Kamsena Ruttarichiram Shuchar Pita Vimochita Am Cha Sahat Maja Vibo Tvaiva Natena Muhu Vipat Ganat.
Vipat Ganat. So this one, not Sahat Maja. It's called Sahat Maja.
Sahat Maja. Okay.
Yeah. All right, nice, very nice. Next, come on.
Prabhu.
Yes, go ahead, Prabhu.
Yada Irshikesha Kalena Devaki Kamsena Ruttadisiram Kasarpida Susarpida Imosi Daham Cha Sahatmaja Vibo Divyaiva Natena Muhur Vibat Kanat.
Yes, nice. Vibat Ganat. Yes. Next.
Hare Krishna
Rajan Prabhu. Yes, Gandhi Mataji, go ahead.
Yata Rishikesha Kalena Devaki Kangsena Rutachiram Sucharpita Vimochitaham cha Sahatmaja Vibo Tvayaiva Natena Muhur Vipatganat.
Beautiful. I was just thinking I've forgotten the raga because I was having sore throat. And you raga you got the raga.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Certainly, I'm inspired, Mataji, Gandhi Mataji.
I'm inspired too to pray.
No. What I'm inspired here is, why not you memorize the entire, what they call that, the praise of Queen Kunti.
Okay.
All right. Queen Kunti is a mother who prays to Krishna. Or you write it down somewhere, you read it day and night. First thing in the morning, at night. Okay. When you go to Jagannath Puri, when you stand in front of the Lord, you recite this prayer.
Sure, Prabhu. Okay, that's a very nice advice, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Suddenly when you say that, suddenly I was just inspired. Why not you just take up this and stand in front of the Jagannath when he comes back from Gundicha? After today is Rasa Leela, Gundicha, Krishna, Jagannath going to have so much of fun. And after that, when he comes from Gundicha back to Puri, he will be in great ecstasy. At that moment, you just going to recite this prayer and imagine the glance of Jagannath will be fallen upon you. and all auspiciousness will happen in your life. Suddenly, I just thought about it. Try and see.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for your advice and for thinking of me, actually. Thank you. I'm leaving tonight.
Hari Bol.
Hare Hare Krishna.
Wonderful, wonderful. Please pray for me, Mataji, and pray for every one of us.
Oh, please pray for me too that I will go through this
You
safely.
have already got invitation. You are blessed. What else we can pray for you? You have to show your blessing to us.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Pray for all of us that one day we can visit the Puri Jagannath.
Yes, together, Prabhu. That'll be beautiful. Will be nice. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you.
Who will be the next one? Nagarajan Chelaya Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Go ahead, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu. Yada Hrishkesa Kalena Devaki Kamsena
Very good.
Satichram Sucharpita
Yes.
Vimositam Cha Sagit Maja Vibo
Atmaja.
Sagat Maja Vibo Tvayava Natena Muhur Vipadganat.
Beautiful, wonderful. Okay, I
Thank
think
you,
that's all
Prabhu.
right. Okay. Now, Yata Rishikesha Kalena Devaki Kangshena Ruddati Chirang Shucharpita Vimochitahang cha Sahatmaja Vibo Tvayaiva Natena Muhur Vipadganat. Queen Kunti is reciting these prayers in anxiety and in ecstasy. So just imagine when Queen Kunti looking at Krishna, right? Before that, what he says? He says Namaste. Before that, what are the prayers he said? Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Nama Pankajanabaya Nama Pankajamaline Nama Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangraye Yata Rishikesha Kalena Devaki Kangshena Ruddha Tichiram Shucharpita Vimochitaham cha Sahatmaja Vibo Tvayaiva Natena Muhurvipadganat. So you see the tone. Now she's in a full prayer mode. Okay, let's look at the word. Yata, as it were, Rishikesha, the master of the senses. Kalena, by the envious. Devaki, the mother of Sri Krishna. Kangshena, the king Kangsha. Ruddha, imprisoned. Atichiram, for a long time. Shucharpita, distressed. Vimochita, released. Ahamcha, also myself. Sahatmaja, along with my children. Vibo, O great one. Tvaya eva, by your lordship. Natena, as the protector. Muhu, constantly. Vipadganat, series of dangers. Please read the translation.
Krishna
Read
Prabhu.
that. Yes, go ahead.
Oh, Harikesha, master of the senses and
Hold on. Rishikesha.
okay. Oh, Rishikesha, master of senses and lord of lords. You have released your mother Devaki, who was long imprisoned and distressed by the envious king Kamsa, and myself and my children from a series of constant dangers.
Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Just imagine. I think every mothers must remember the prayers of Queen Kunti. Every mother's here. It's very important prayer. Now, look at that. What Mother Kunti prayed to Krishna. He said, Oh, Rishikesha, Rishikesha means master of senses. That's why there's a place in India called Rishikesh, where all the place you go there, they do this austerity, because there's a place you can easily control your senses. Now Queen Kunti is telling, oh Rishikesha, master of senses and lords of lords, lord of lords, you have released your mother Devaki, who was long imprisoned and distressed by the envious King Kamsa. Kamsa is Krishna's Thai maman, maternal uncle, mother's elder brother. And not only that, myself and my children from a series of constant danger. What Mother Kunti went through is terrible. All right, now let's look at the purport. Prabhupada explains. Devaki, the mother of Krishna and sister of Kamsa, was put into the prison along with her husband, Vasudeva, because the envious king was afraid of being killed by the eighth son. And the eighth son of Devaki, the Krishna, is going to kill him. He therefore killed all the sons of Devaki who were born before Krishna. This is one good example, the demon and the devotee. The demons sometimes, even how advanced they are, they cannot use the senses. Even though the prophecy came, said, the eighth child of Devaki will kill you, but he doesn't want to take risk, he killed all the other children. At the same time, Dronacharya, he knew very well his cause of death going to come from Arjuna. He knew very well, if I were to die, I can be only killed by Arjuna. And yet, without any reservation, any discrimination, he taught everything to Arjuna. Even he knew that the thing going to go against him. But here, Kamsa, when he heard the sister's son going to kill him, he killed all of them. So now can you see the thing? The difference between a devotee and a demon. But Krishna escaped the danger of a child slaughter because he was transferred to the house of Nanda Maharaj. So Nanda Maharaj is Lord Krishna's foster father. So Kunti Devi was also saved from a series of danger along with the children. But Kunti Devi was shown more favor because Lord Krishna did not save the other children of Devaki. What is the difference? Whereas he saved the children of Kunti Devi. He favored more Kunti because he saved all the children of Kunti Devi, the 5 Pandavas. But he did not save his older siblings. So this was done because Devaki's husband Vasudeva was living, but Kunti Devi was a widow. Can you see? When we go deep into the studies, now we understand why the thing happened. Because Devaki's husband Vasudeva was alive, but Kunti Devi was a widow. All right? So, and there's none to help except Krishna. She was just depending on Krishna, fully surrendered to Krishna. So now Prabhupada is making a conclusion here. He said, the conclusion is that Krishna endows more favor to a devotee who is in great danger. Wow. So Prabhupada is making a conclusion here. He said, in conclusion, Krishna endows more favor to a devotee who is in greater dangers. Then Prabhupada writes, sometimes he put his devotees in such a danger because in that condition of helplessness, the devotee becomes more attached to the Lord. The more the attachment there's to the Lord and the more success there is for the devotee. So what can we understand from your Prabhus and mothers? All right. So what it says, sometimes you put the thing, because in that condition of helplessness, when you are really helpless, devotee becomes more attached to the Lord. So the more the attachment, the more the Lord, more success is there for the devotee. So sometimes in life, when we go through some kind of awkward situation, challenging situation, the situation that doesn't make sense, why me? So when we go through this kind of danger or anxiety, stress, or whatever things that we go through, we must remember Krishna is directly testing us. We should not worry at all. Like recently, there's an earthquake in Venezuela. And there's a devotee, such a good standing devotee, passed away in the earthquake. And there's another devotee in England. He's the one who used to meet with Queen Elizabeth. The ISKCON devotees to meet Queen Elizabeth. He died in COVID. So when you see this kind of great danger happen, what happened? We can say, oh, how can this thing happen to a great devotee? It's not fair. No. Because at that moment, the devotees could 100% concentrate his mind in Krishna. One of the examples is like my spiritual master, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. There's no danger that he didn't go through. Once he was slit on the throat, right? And he's very brave person. And he went through all kind of disease. Just name it. There's no disease he don't have. From diabetic to hypertension to cancer to kidney failure, liver failure, stroke, everything. Everything he has. And yet, he keeping his faith very strong in Krishna. So, sometimes we may see. So, what is happening? The spiritual master is giving us the real life scenario. How a devotee, in no matter whatever condition it may be, he should take the thing as a greatest blessing. Once I saw in Ipoh, in Sungai Siput, he was in such a great pain. They are doing a therapy for him, asking him to walk. He was struggling to stand up, such a pain. I was there watching. I don't know what to do. Suddenly they said, there's one devotee's mother who is wheelchair bound coming. Okay, he said, come. Immediately he sat on the wheelchair and they put him a chadar. You know the chadar, the sannyasi chadar. When the disciple came to see, immediately transformed himself. I don't know where the pain has gone. At first, he was like groaning in pain. Groaning in pain. Oh, like that. After that, as though nothing happened. So this is the thing, the devotee. So a devotee, no matter what, whenever we go through a very challenging moment, losses in family, someone passes away, something not thing happen, big challenges, dangerous situation, whatever it is all our blessings in disguise. All these are Krishna is testing our patience. So the more and more helpless we become, the more and more we become successful for a devotee. All right? Okay, why I'm telling this? Let's see what Queen Kunti said further. All right? Vishan Mahakne Purushada Darshanat Asad Sabaya Vanavasa Krichrata. Vanavasa. Do you know what is Vanavasa? When they go into the forest. Krichrata Mrde Neka Maharata Strato Draunya Stratas Chasma Hare Birakshita Draunya. the son of Dronacharya. Vishan Mahakne Purushada Darshana Asat Sabaya Vanavasa Krichrata Mrde Neka Maharata Sratro Draunyastrataschasmare Birakshita. Come on, who like to say this prayer? Very powerful prayer, important prayer. Come on, quickly. Anyone?
I try, Prabhu. Vishan Mahatne Purushad Darshanat Ashat Asat Sabaya Vanavasa Krishrata Mrde Neka Maharadastrato Draun
Maharashtrato.
Ratastrato Omyastratas Hare Birakshita.
Beautiful. Who's behind you? I heard some voice behind you.
No, bro, there's no electricity, so the so
I
it,
heard something chanting behind you.
no, bro, it's just the sound of a fan. Sorry.
Oh, really? Yes. Even the fan sounds like chanting the verses. Wow.
Okay.
No, because if anyone behind you, I also like to invite him to recite the verse.
Oh no,
Okay,
no one's here.
nice.
Thank you, bro.
Okay, anyone else quickly? Who will be the next one? Chandra Govinda Prabhu? Okay, who's that? Satya Narayana Prabhu. Yes. Go ahead, Prabhu.
Vishan Mahagne Purushada Darshanat Asat Sabanya Vanavasa Krishrata Mrde Neka Maharatastrato Draunyastratas Chasmas Hare Birakshitaha.
Okay. Nice.
Shall I try?
Yes. Yes, go ahead.
Vishan Mahagne Purushadarshanat Asat Sabaya Vanavarsa Krutradaha Mrude Neka Maharadastrado Trauni Astratas Sasma Hare Prashida
Virakshita.
Prakshita.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay.
Prabhu,
No. Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Who's that?
Balyamma.
Ah, yes. Okay, go ahead.
Vishan Mahagne Purushada Darshana
Yes.
Asad Sabaya Vanavasa Krichrata Mrude Neka Maharadastrato Draunyastrastas Chasma Hare Brasitha.
Yes. Very nice.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Krishna. All right. Vishan Mahakne Purushad Darshanat Asat Sabaya Vanavasa Krichrataha Mrde Neka Maharata Strato Draunyastratratascha Hare Birakshita. Vishat, from poison. Vishat, in Tamil we call Visham, poison. Maha Agni. Maha Agni means Maha Agni, from the great fire. Purushada. Purushada means the man-eater. Darshanat, also by combating. Asat, vicious. Sambaya, Sabaya, Sabai. You know, Tamil we also call Sabai. Sabaya, assembly. Vanavasa, Vanavasam. In Tamil we also call Vanavasam. exiled to the forest. Krich Hrata, suffering. Mrde, mrde, again and again. Aneka. In Malay also we call Aneka. Aneka rasa. Aneka means many. Maharata. Great generals. Asrata. Asrata, Brahmastra, right? Weapon. Drauni, the son of Dronacharya. Asrata, from the weapons of Cha, Asma, indicate past tense. Are, by the personality of Godhead. Abhirakshita, protected completely. Read the translation.
Very good, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Translation. My dear Krishna, your lordship has protected us from a poison cake, from a great fire, from cannibals, from the vicious assembly, from sufferings during our exile in the forest, and from the battle where great generals fought. And now you have saved us from the weapon of Aswatthama. Hare
Ashwat,
Krishna.
Hare Bol, Hare Krishna. Now mother is telling, oh, my dear Krishna, your lordship has protected us from poisonous cake, poison cake. They made a cake out of poison. You saved from the great fire when they went into exile. All right, Saguni created a palace of shellac. We will study that in Bhagavatam. All right, they went in and somehow or other they were saved. From cannibals, man-eaters. From the vicious assembly, all the assembly in Kuru, they tried to distinct. Okay? From suffering due to exile in the forest. When they were exiled in the forest, all the suffering they went through. Right? From the battle where great general fought. After all this, now you have saved us from the weapon of Ashwatthama. Perfect. The list of dangerous encounters is submitted herein. Devaki was once put into difficulty by her envious brother. Otherwise, she was well. But Kunti Devi and her sons were put into one difficulty after another for years and years together. They were put into trouble by Duryodhana and partly due to the kingdom. And each and every time the sons of Kunti were saved by the Lord. Sometimes we can say, right? Sometimes we can say, the battlefield of Kurukshetra actually is not important. I mean, they should not just simplify. It's a total, I mean, it's the same. But when you look at it, before that battle, the amount of ways and means that Duryodhana and the party tried to kill Krishna, I mean, kill the Pandavas, it is far more worse than what happened in the battlefield. They have tried all ways and means. Once Bhima was administered poison. You know, Bhima loved to eat. He was given the cake made of poison. And once they were put into the house made of shellac and set afire. And once Draupadi was dragged out, attempt to make an insult by stripping her naked in the vicious assembly of the Kurus. The Lord saved Draupadi by supplying an immeasurable length of cloth. And Duryodhana party failed to see her naked. Similarly, when they were exiled in the forest, Bhima had to fight with the man-eater demon Hidimba. Hidimba Rakshasa. Man-eating. But the Lord saved him. So it was not finished there. After all this tribulation, Prabhupada used the word tribulation. Tribulation means what? Extreme extreme trauma. Suffering. Right? One after another. There was a great battle of Kurukshetra. And Arjuna had to meet the great generals like Drona, Bhishma, Karna. All powerful fighters. And at last, even when everything was done away with, there was a Brahmastra released by the son of Dronacharya. So he's released the Brahmastra to kill the child of a womb in Uttara and save the only surviving descendant, Maharaj Parikshit. Yes, Navarasan. Namaras.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhu. Prabhu, ஒரு சின்ன கேள்வி Prabhu.
Yeah.
Just speak one, Prabhu. Just narrate to me. And the Brahmastra, Prabhu, is it like two Brahmastra or just one Brahmastra? I don't understand whereby first Astutama released one, then of course Arjuna also released the Brahmastra, then some or
Okay.
other Arjuna withdraw it. But of course Asutama, you don't know how to withdraw. Then after that they tie Aswatthama and bring to Draupadi. But
Okay.
still then only after that they release, then Aswatthama, then only he yield another Brahmastra to attack Parishit Maharaj, right? So
Yeah.
is it two Brahmastra, Prabhu? I just want to
Correct.
clarify that.
Yeah. The first Brahmastra he released. First Brahmastra he released and counteract by Arjuna.
Oh, okay, Prabhu. Okay.
So Brahmastra came, developed, such a great devastation, and of course withdrawn, neutralized by Arjuna. They caught Ashwatthama, they cut his hair and pulled the diamond on something. They cut the head off. I mean this thing and all the jewelry. They humiliated him and chased him out. After he went back, he's still not happy. Then again he released another Brahmastra. Because Brahmastra is not to say you only have one or two. It all depends on the mantra. And now this Brahmastra, he aim at the womb. So that Brahmastra is supposed to come, enter the womb and destroy the child.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
So
Understood.
we have understood in Prabhupada's purpose, the Brahmastra is specific. Not like atom bomb. Put the bomb and destroy the entire people, entire city. This is specifically aim at the womb. And that's when Krishna will go in and protect.
Okay, understand. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Hare Krishna.
welcome. Hare Krishna. Anyone else got any question? Okay, let's look at the next text 25. Now, this is the very amazing verse. Vipada santuta shashvat. Vipada santuta shashvat. Tatra jagat guru. Bhavato darshanam yatsyat. Apunar bhava darshanam. Vipada santuta shashvat. Tatra jagat guru. Bhavato darshanam yatsyat. Apunar bhava darshanam. Vipadda shantuta sashvat. Tatra jagat guru. Bhavato darshanam yatsyat. Apunar bhava darshanam. Okay, anybody?
Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, go ahead.
Vipada santuta tasvat tatra jagat guru bhavatu dasanam yat shat apunar bhavo darshanam.
Very nice. Next.
Krishna Prabhu, shall I try?
Yes, go ahead, Prabhu.
Vibhada santuta sasvat tatra jagat guru bhavado darshanam yat sayat abunar bhava darshanam.
Yes. Anyone?
Vipada santuta shashvat tatra jagadguru bhavato darshanam yakshad apunar bhava darshanam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Vipada santu. Okay, Gandhi Mataji, go ahead.
Vipada santuta shashvat tatra jagadguru bhavato darshanam yakshat apunar bhava darshanam.
Yes, nice. Vipada santuta shashvat tatra jagat guru bhavato darshanam yatsyat apunar bhava darshanam. Vipada, calamities. Ashtangal. Santu, let there be. Ta, all. Shashvat, again and again. Tatra, there. Jagat Guru, O Lord of the universe. Bhavato, your darshanam meeting. Yat which Syat Apuna, not again. Bhava darshanam, being repetition, birth and death. All right. Now the translation, please. Please read the translation.
I read, Prabhu.
Yes.
I wish all those calamities would happen again and again so that we can see you again and again. For seeing you means that we will no longer see repeated birth and death. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Do you really mean this, Mataji?
It's bringing tears to my eyes, Prabhu.
Huh?
It's bringing tears to my eyes.
Yeah. Who dare to make this kind of prayer? Now you see Mother Kunti, where she stands. Where she stands. Glorious. Very glorious. She is ready to withstand more and more calamities. She's ready to stand for it. Said, I wish that all those calamities, all the thing happened was terrible. And now she's making a wish to Krishna, my dear Lord, I wish this thing will happen to me again and again and again, so that we can see you again and again. Because for seeing you means that we will no longer see repeated birth and death. So what we can understand from here? Repeated birth and death are so horrible compared to the struggle and suffering that you go through in life. What we going through, sometimes we can't take it, and sometimes some foolish people even commit suicide. Committing suicide is the most foolish act. Why? No knowledge. These kind of calamities, especially in sadhana bhakti, will help us. So what Mother Kunti is telling, it's better for me to go through all these calamities would happen again and again, so that so that we can see you, because seeing you means we will no longer see repeated birth and death. So repeated birth and death are very horrifying, so terrible compared to all the calamities that we go through in life. Now, why this thing happened? What we can understand from here, right? Right. So let me open up this thing first. Just give me a second. Suddenly I'm inspired for something. Okay, just give me a second. So when you look at this, okay, now let's look at these prayers here. Srimadi Kunti said, "Oh Krishna, I offer my obeisances unto you because you are original personality, unaffected by the qualities of material world." Then after that, he says, being beyond the range of limited perception, you are eternally irreproachable by factor covered by the curtain of deluding energy, Maya. Then after that, said, you yourself descend to propagate transcendental science or devotional service. And how can the woman know you perfectly? Okay, now what it says here, 21, let me therefore offer my respectful obeisances, who become the son of Vasudev, the pleasure of Devaki, the son of Nanda, and the cowherd boy and enlivener of the cows and descendants. He said, my respectful obeisance unto you, whose abdomen is marked with depression like lotus flower, always decorated with garlands as cool as the lotus and all this. And after that, she says that, oh, master of the senses, you have released your mother Devaki. So what we can understand from this? After repeating all this, then she said, then he said, your lordship has protected me from the poison cake, from the great fire, and all these kind of things. All right, that just not the verse that we read. So what we can understand from all these Prabhus and mothers? And yet she can ask, give me more and more problem, more and more trouble. What we can understand from here? That one that can keep us going, it is our gratitude. That's why again, the more and more suffering that you face, At the end, you see the more and more, the blessings that you have gone through, the suffering that you're going to see in front of you actually is nothing. Is nothing. You can just accept it. Because gratitude is a panacea, medicine for all the sufferings that we are surrounded with. Right? So, gratitude actually determines our latitude. And gratitude saves us from all kind of greatest depression. Until she can say, I would like to see again. Because by seeing this, I can see you. Because there's a great, she's so grateful to that. Because see you means that we will no longer see repeated birth and death. So I rather see you than seeing the repeated birth and death. I want to express a lot of things, but my cough is stopping me. Anyway, let's look at the purport. Generally, Prabhupada writes, our great Acharya Srila Prabhupada writes, generally, the distressed, the needy, the intelligent, and the inquisitive who have performed some pious activity. The one who are distressed, the one who are needy, the one who are intelligent, the one inquisitive. And those who have performed some pious activities, they worship or begin to worship the Lord. They'll worship or will start to worship the Lord. Then others who are thriving on misdeeds only. That means those who are only suffering or going through the misdeeds only, regardless of whatever status, they cannot approach the Supreme due to being misled by the illusory energy. After they lose this, never we work again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. No? Some or other, they cannot understand the Supreme Personality. So now what Prabhupada writes, therefore, for a pious person, if there is some calamity, there is no other alternative but to take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. That's all. And who are these people? The pious people. When there is some calamities, they don't have any other alternative but to take shelter to the lotus feet of the Lord. That is quite common, especially when you look at the Malays. Say, like, for instance, if something happened to their life, their loved ones, their children, husband, whoever it is, they die. They could simply accept the fact that all these are the will of Allah. Nothing happened without the will of God. Despite they are not to say they are wrong, because that's a Brahman realization, is the first kind of realization, which is also mentioned in the Vedas and Shastras. But their sincerity also can make them to accept the fact. But those who cannot accept the fact, who go on lamenting months after months, years after years, go on lamenting of the losses, what do they actually achieve? So, the pious person, they have to take shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. You have seen, right? I used to wonder, when a small child dies, oh, you need some more, all this by the will of Allah. I accept the thing. And they could just tolerate. Look at that. So, what Prabhupada writes here, pious person. He did not write the devotees. So, this kind of attribute, it is, you can see, as visible to every pious people in all kinds of religion. They do not lament, they don't like bang their heart, cry and howl and all these kind of things.
Prabhu, they say takdir. Prabhu, takdir.
Yeah, takdir, yeah.
Yes.
All these are fated, all by the will of the Lord.
They mengucap, Prabhu, they mengucap. All that they will mengucap all the time.
Mengucap.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
they chant the mantra, right?
Yes, at the time of when the doctor, God will take their life, they will ask the person who the diseased person to mengucap Allah, kalima Allah.
Yes, to chant the name of Allah.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So like that. So just see how wonderful it is. So the pious people, even there's some calamity. Calamity means what? Disaster. When there's no other alternative, they take shelter at the lotus feet. So constantly remembering the lotus feet of the Lord means what? We are preparing for liberation from birth and death. Can you see the word? What Prabhupada writes? He says the constantly, when you are day in, day out, constantly, when you remember the lotus feet of the Lord, that means you are preparing for liberation from birth and death. Like yesterday, we were discussing about the chanting, right? When we chant Hare Krishna, think about the lotus feet, Krishna, Krishna, Hare, Hare, look at the hip, Hare Rama, look at the chest, Rama, Rama, Hare, Hare, look at the face. And we try to identify the lotus feet, what we can see, the hip, what we can see, the chest, what we can see, the head, what we can see, the hair, all this. So when we can always remember Krishna. So you say, okay, remember Krishna. Okay, what do you think of, okay, the form of Krishna holding the flute. But when you try to appreciate each and every angle of Krishna, the feet, the toes, the anklet, right? What they call the, see, like here I got one form of Krishna, right? He has a, what do you call it? Between the knee to the ankle, what is the muscle they call it? Calf muscle, right? They call a calf muscle, right, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Calf muscle. So
Yeah.
the deity, that form I have here, he got a beautiful calf muscle. You know, he got a very nice calf muscle. So the calf muscle. Then you look at the thighs. You look at the hip. What are the things you can see in the hip? Please listen to that video. 26, chapter 26. Each and every angle, appreciate. And when you can remember that, that means the more and more you are remembering the lotus feet, the more that actually we are preparing for a liberation. So now Prabhupada giving this as a tips, right? This is the tips. Tips of scoring A for the final exam. Therefore, what Prabhupada writes, even though there are so many calamities, so many suffering, they are welcome because they give us opportunity to remember the Lord. That means liberation. So what we can understand from your Prabhus and mothers. So when there is calamity, it gives an opportunity to remember, and that is called liberation. So what kind of remembrance is this? What kind of remembrance? What kind of remembrance? I remember Krishna. Does that mean we are liberated? No. Because when the calamity happened, our remembrance, we start to remember in Krishna in a very panic-stricken way. Just like Queen Draupadi. When the husband all cannot do anything, everybody assembled there, and Dushasana want to strip her naked. She was so pretty. Everybody want to see her body, how she looks. She's so beautiful. They want to strip her naked. She's holding the sari, mundani. Let go, let go, let go. Husband, help. All the 5 husbands, nobody can help. Oh, Bhishma, the grandfather, help. Drona, help. Nobody can help. All just keep quiet. They just put the head down. And she called upon Krishna, help, help. Krishna just waiting, yes. But when she raised the both hand, when she couldn't do anything, when she became really helpless, she raised the both hands, Krishna, help. And immediately Krishna came to her savior. And Dusha was pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling. The cloth is coming and coming and coming until the full pain. Pum. They couldn't strip her naked. For a woman, chastity is above death. That's why sometimes you see the women, when they get polluted, they become so upset, they even commit suicide. They cannot take it because chastity is above life. And they try to do that. So the calamities. So that means we will remember Krishna in calamities, because calamity is actually an opportunity that we can remember Krishna in a very distressed condition. In that distressed condition, you have nothing else. That is what is pure Krishna conscious. When we are not in distress, we think of Krishna. But when the distress comes, okay, now I want to ask you a question. Did any one of you have experienced this kind of situation? When suddenly a big calamity comes, you become so panicked and you just call upon, cry upon, shout upon Krishna? Anyone? Anyone experienced that? Do you understand my question? Knock, knock.
I am not that opportunity, Prabhu. I don't have that opportunity. Sorry, Prabhu.
Right. Anyone else? Chong Prabhu, Raja Prema, Saki Mataji. Nobody, eh? I
Yes,
give you one.
Prabhu.
Okay, what is your experience?
My first born daughter already passed within 1 day, Prabhu. So
Oh, okay.
it was very heartbreaking, Prabhu.
Stillbirth.
So, yes. After 1 day, she born. Then the next day, she passed away.
Okay.
This was the big calamity I had so far. So it
So
was
how?
very, yes, Prabhu. So
Yes.
it was very heartbreaking. But of course, but I thank to the devotees, like whoever came to the funeral, said they did prayers, they read Bhagavatam, Narishima Kavacham. So all that was pacified me, Prabhu. So with their support, actually, I overcome it,
No,
Prabhu.
how did you feel when Krishna? I mean, how was your?
Initially, definitely, I feel like, why me? Definitely, Prabhu. Why me? Why it's happening to me? At that time already, I'm a devotee. Of course, I will do my sadhana. But at one point, then after that, then all the devotees came and pacified me. Then they give, um, then then I feel okay. Maybe Krishna has his own will. But now I have another daughter. Now she's now 3. So maybe
Okay.
they have some reason behind it. So
Yeah.
yes,
Sometimes they say when a child born to you, if you are a devotee, the child come to you and immediately dies. That means the child has a very quick, what they call a final birth. Example, if a person has already been liberated, he got only one last birth quota. So they'll come and born into the devotee family. After born, they leave. So if at all, if the child is a pure devotee, has gone back home, back to Godhead, somehow or other it also benefits you.
that's what
Right?
my rest my devotee told me the same thing, bro.
Yes. Right.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
That's, that shows that you are very strong. Very good. Very good. Anyone else?
Prabhu, I
Like
read Prabhu, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhu.
yes, yeah, Prabhu.
Can I go ahead, Prabhu?
Wait, hold on first. Tarini Radhika first.
Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
My son, 28 years old, is passed already suddenly. Then my Prabhu also we all went to Jagannath Puri. So we went there. Suddenly we want to come back to Malaysia. On evening, we want to take flight. In morning, he was passed already in Jagannath Puri, Jagadha City.
Oh, your
My
son.
Prabhu, my
Oh, your
Prabhu.
husband. Oh, okay. Right.
So that I know that this is a soul can okay, I take it all. I tell you to Krishna already, everything.
Yeah.
Mm.
Were you But you could accept the fact, or were you like devastated?
I accepted, Prabhu.
Accepted.
I'm not, because he also devotee only. And Jagannath Puri passed on Ekadasi day.
Wow.
Suddenly he cannot breathe. Suddenly he cannot breathe. He passed already. He's 77 years old at that time. In 2024.
Hmm. What else? What else? That
Oh,
every devotee wants that. How lucky your husband.
he nearby the Jagannath Puri Prabhu, near the hotel
Yeah.
is. He can see the chakra and passed.
Wonderful. What
Uh,
else? What
so
else? What
that,
else we can ask for, Mataji? Everyone knows,
huh?
even I also want to do that. I wish I can go
Yeah,
to Vrindavan, get a heart attack and die. You know,
but
when we are surrounded by
but
devotees, everybody's chanting Radhe Radhe, Krishna Krishna. Everybody
mm,
wish for that. And someone to die
but
in a holy place. Wonderful, right?
they all tell Jagannath. Every time singing can hear the hotel, the temple.
Yes.
So it was already already good 1.5 days already.
Just imagine in that calamity, you also get some kind of great blessing. Yes or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful.
When he was devotee, he will read every time Srimad Bhagavatam. Now we know for uh, Ananda Sundari and Mangalam Rumani Mataji, they to give for me this link. Then I start to hear your class every time.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. You are such a great inspiration. You have experienced the direct Krishna's intervention in your life. Very nice.
When he was passed, he want passed really near only I and my son near. We two standing near, he suddenly cannot breathe and passed away.
Yeah.
Because I stand and see only, I cannot forget that sorry because I'm near.
Okay.
அதை பார்த்துட்டோம்ல நம்ம பார்த்தனால அதுவும் ஏகாதசி அன்னைக்கு
இதுக்கு மேல
cannot
என்ன வேணும்?
forget.
இதுக்கு மேல என்ன வேணும்?
அதான் அதேதான்.
Very good. Fantastic. Yes, Rajendran Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
This happened in my family, Prabhu. We were 8 of us, 7 boys and 1 girl. The junior one, the last one is my brother Samandan. We knew that in every form there will be one person will be giving a lot of problems to family members. That's my brother lah. But poor thing, he was so innocent boy. He's such an innocent boy, Prabhu. He's a very good brother, but due to his innocence, people make use of him. Accuse him, he will taken for a ride. We were staying in the Kampong area, Malay community. He liked to hang around with the Malay boys. So he went and knocked. We followed the Malay boys to go to the forest.
And what happened?
Adventurous boy. He's an adventurous boy, but blindly you'll follow the Malay boys and for looking for adventure. So happened he met an accident. So we were looking, we lost him. We don't know where he went and how he came back to the house. He ended up with psycho already,
I see.
At that time, I was in the police force, in Jalangani, Samara. I was working there, and then I got 1 leg there, 1 leg Sramban. 1 leg in Kolobol, 1 leg in Sramban. I have to move here and there, looking for him. Some say he was carried away by the Bonian. The whole family is in big trauma. Everybody looking for some help, but nothing came out. And end of the day, he was in the police station. After 1 month later, my friend told me, hey, Rajendran's brother is here. He's in the lockup. The policeman arrested him because he couldn't speak, and he was a bit insane already. That he was losing his senses. Somehow he back to home, and then he was living a lot of problems. Such a problem, he can't take it. my father, my auntie, my wife, all of them in a united family, yeah, went through hello problem. Just imagine a young boy. He's a nice, handsome boy, but very innocent. People make use of him. So thank God. Then he got married, lah. After married, the same problem because he became a very insane. No, he lost his senses. He be behaving very wild, bewildered. Whole take the bike. He got a son.
So how did Krishna helped?
Prabhu, at the end of the day, I was the first. I mean, this happened 20 years ago, lah. Now I am the Krishna consciousness, but as a team leader, I was very dedicated to family. That's what I say. I was praying to God, and somehow God gave me the sukriti, He was born with me,
Wow.
I was all the
What
while
a
very
good.
pious boy,
Yes.
Since born, I was born like that. I do my duty born. I never abandon my family members. Somehow I come out from the rank, the torture, mental torture, the sufferings, anxiety. One man show. I make meditation all in one. Then he don't want to go to the police station. He don't want to go to the psychiatrist. I make use of the Purunda, take him to the car, and then put him in the psychiatrist corner. At last he passed away. But here I have the determination, the courage to face such a problem, Prabhu. I never gone in, I distress. I never, yes, lamentation is there, lah. But I thank God all the way, somebody helped me. And I come back to Krishna now. Now I'm thinking for my own, for my well-being. In the end of the day, I'm here alone, and all my brothers are okay now, and my wife with me. I thank God, Prabhu, because somebody was behind me.
Sometimes
Invisible
this
person.
kind of in a normal term we call calamities can make us strong. Yeah. Thank you.
I never
Thank you.
give up, Prabhu. I thank God,
Yes.
Prabhu. That at
Very
last I
nice.
come back to the right track, Prabhu.
Yes. Hare Krishna.
Calamity is really a big problem for everyone.
No, but as a devotee is different. Yes, Saki Mataji. Saki Champakalata.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. பரவாயில்ல நிறைய பேர் கொடுத்தாங்க பிரபு.
என்ன பரவாயில்ல.
ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா பிரபு.
ஹரே
என்னோட கிளம்பிட்டிஸ் நான் ஷேர் பண்றேன். நான் சின்ன பிள்ளைலேருந்து நான் வளர்ந்த விதம் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, எங்க ஃபேமிலியில எல்லாமே கேர்ள்ஸ் தான். 8 பேரும் கேர்ள்ஸ் தான். எங்க அப்பா வந்து இறந்துட்டாரு. எங்க அம்மா ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டு எங்கள வளர்த்தாங்க. அவங்க லெமன் பண்ணிக்கிட்டே இருப்பாங்க. அவங்களுக்கு ஆம்பளை பிள்ளை இல்லையேன்னு. ஏன்னா ஒரு ஒன் மேன் ஷோவா அவங்க ஒரு லேடியா இருந்து எல்லாமே சமாளிச்சு ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டு வந்தாங்க. எனக்கு ஒரு ஆம்பளை பிள்ளை இல்லைன்னு ரொம்ப வருத்தப்படுவாங்க. இதெல்லாம் நான் பார்த்து வளர்ந்தேன் பிரபு. ஓ! ஆம்பளை பிள்ளை இருக்கணும் வீட்டுல. அம்மா ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டாங்க. அந்த ஏக்கத்துல என்னோட மைண்ட் செட்டும் வீட்ல ஆம்பளை பிள்ளைன்னு ஒண்ணு இருக்கணும். ஆம்பளை பிள்ளை தான் ரொம்ப முக்கியம்ன்ற ஒரு மைண்ட் செட் வந்துருச்சு. அப்ப நான் டிவோட்டி அப்புறம் கிருஷ்ணா கான்ஷியஸ்க்கு வந்துட்டேன். அப்ப எனக்கு வந்து 2வது பையன் பிள்ளை பொறக்கறப்ப வந்து எனக்கு பையன்னு சொல்லிட்டாங்க. எனக்கு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாச்சு. ஓ! நம்மளுக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும் ஆம்பளை பிள்ளைனா பொறக்க போறாங்களேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருந்தேன் பிரபு. அப்புறம் ஒரு நாள் பிரபு 2 வருஷம் ஆச்சு பொறந்து. அவரு பேசல பிரபு. சரியா பேச மாட்டாரு. ஐ கான்டாக்ட்லாம் இல்ல. அப்ப எனக்கும் கொஞ்சம் சந்தேகமா இருந்துச்சு. என்னது நார்மலா இல்லையே. அப்ப நான் 2, 3 பேர்த்த எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சவங்கட்டலாம் நான் கேட்பேன். பையன் நல்லா தான் இருக்கிறானா? நார்மலா இருக்கிறாரா? ஒரு அம்மாவா இல்லன்னு சொல்ல மாட்டாங்கன்னு நான் ஏங்குவேன். எனக்கு அந்த டைம்ல லாக்டவுன் டைம் என் வீட்டுக்காரர் சிங்கப்பூர்ல மாட்டிக்கிட்டாரு. நான் ஒண்டிய அது மேற்கொண்டு நான் வந்தேன். அப்புறம் எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சிச்சு சம்திங் இஸ் நாட் ரைட்ன்னு. அப்ப நான் போயிட்டு ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ல போயிட்டு நானு சைல்ட் டெவலப்மெண்ட்ல பார்க்குறப்ப, அவங்க என் பையனுக்கு ஆட்டிசம் சொன்னாங்க பிரபு. என்னோட ஹோல் லைஃபே டார்க்கா மாறிடுச்சு பிரபு. அப்படியே தலைகீழால போயிருச்சு. என்னால அந்த டார்க்னஸ்லேருந்து வர முடியுமா கூட எனக்கு தெரியல. நான் அந்த அளவுக்கு உடைஞ்சு போய் டிவாஸ்டேட்டட் ஆயிருச்சு. என்னோட லைஃபே என்ன எல்லாம் தலைகீழால ஆயிருச்சு. இதுக்கப்புறம் எப்படி அந்த பையன் கடைசி வரைக்கும் இப்படிதான் இருப்பானா? அவன் என்ன கஷ்டப்படுவானா? இல்லைன்னா அவனை யார் பார்த்துக்கோ? ரொம்ப நானு உடைஞ்சு போயிட்டேன் பிரபு. அப்புறம் என்னால வந்து அதனால அந்த சோர்வுனால ஆங்ஸைட்டி ஆகி ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டு எனக்கு அதுலேருந்து வெளியே 5 வருஷம் பிடிச்சிச்சு ப்ரோ. 5 இயர்ஸ் பிடிச்சிச்சு. அதுக்கப்புறம் இதுல என்னன்னா நான் புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டேனாக்கா, இது நான் வெளியே ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டேன். பட் நான் பக்குவப்பட்டேன். என்ன வந்து பகவான் வந்து இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சூழ்நிலை வச்சிருக்கிறாருன்னா, எனக்கு அங்க ஏதோ ஒரு விஷயம் லேகிங்கா இருக்கு. இவங்களெல்லாம் அனுப்பி என்னை பக்குவப்படுத்துறாரு. எனக்கு பொறுமை இல்ல. ஸோ என் பையனை வச்சு என்ன பொறுமை கற்றுக் கொடுக்குறாரு. ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி நான் கற்றுக்கிட்டு புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டு எனக்கு அந்த பக்குவம் வர்றதுக்கு டைம் எடுத்துச்சு பிரபு. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி கேலமெட்டிஸ்லாம் வந்து நம்மள பக்குவப்படுத்துறதுக்காக தான் பகவான் குடுக்குறாரு. ஸோ தூய பக்தர்கள்லாம் வந்து இந்த மாரி கெலமிட்டிஸ் வந்தப்ப, உடனே பக்குவமா தான் இருப்பாங்க. எதுவா இருந்தாலும் பரவால்ல வந்துட்டு போயிரும். ஆனா, என்ன மாரி ஒரு ரொம்ப ஸ்டார்ட்டிங்ல இருக்கிற அந்த மாரி பக்தர் கூட சொல்ல முடியாது. எல்லாம் வந்து ஃபியூ இயர்ஸ் பிடிக்குது எனக்கு இதெல்லாம் புரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுக்கு பிரபு. ஸோ அதுதான் நான் கத்துக்கிட்டேன் பிரபு.
Right. பக்குவப்படுத்துறது. That's the key point. எத்தனை பேர் பக்குவம் அடைய முடியும் அவ்வளவு சுலபமா? சில பேர் 30 வருஷம் டிவோஷனல் சர்வீஸ் இருந்து கூட பக்குவம் அடையலையே. Some people are 30, 40 years. Okay, what Mataji said, just to translate in English, she had a very devastating moment after so long that she had a son, and the son was diagnosed with autism. So that made her to become very devastated. Then after that, during that pandemic, the husband was stuck in Singapore and she was alone handling all this. So at first she was like very frustrated and devastated. But eventually she understood that it's all Krishna's means and wheels. And Krishna got something to, got some meaning behind it. So what she say, eventually she became composed. She became a kind of, என்ன சொல்றது பக்குவம் படுத்துறது in English, she became acceptable, adaptive, and she became, in other words, matured. She became matured in that situation and thinking that Krishna has what they call some kind of calling according to a situation. So what we can understand from here, Prabhus and mothers, sometimes calamities make us strong. But when we are devotee, that creates our what they call our attachment, what they call our, we make us more and more determined. Because when as a devotee, when all these kind of calamities comes in, we helplessly will cry to Krishna. And that moment of helplessly crying to Krishna, that is the situation where we call it as the pure Krishna consciousness. It happened. Once I was having some money and somebody's money, and I left. I was in a GP court. There's a place called GP court in Ipoh. I just went for a drink. Then after that, I left everything. It's in a pouch bag, and I just kept it. I just went off. Suddenly, I remembered, oh, where's my pouch? And I remembered I need to, somebody have to pay 4,000. I was praying to Krishna, oh my Lord, if anything goes wrong, I don't know how am I going to do. Oh, Krishna, you have to save me and everything. When I went back, in that busy GP court, the thing was there. So we understand these kind of calamities. That's why what we say, we have to cry to Krishna. We have to fully depend on Krishna. We have to always surrender to Krishna and just say, Krishna, you are everything for me and you are my provider. Okay, such a nice, wonderful sharing. Thanks to everyone. So like that. So what we can understand. So when the calamities comes, this gives us an opportunity to remember. And now what kind of remembrance we are talking about? We are talking about the real remembrance. Because you know what, Prabhus and mothers? End of the day, at the final moment of time, it is calamity. When we are trained to be very focused in Krishna consciousness, when we are very focused and we understand, yes, now my breath is choking. Why? Because I am going to go back home, back to Godhead. But for a karmi, they'll be shaking. They'll be passing stool and urine. They'll be like in so much of trauma. Right? But for a devotee, Take a deep breath. Yes, okay. All right, Krishna, don't take it long, right? So we always start to remember Krishna at the time. How? Just like what Narada Muni have studied about in chapter 5. Just like how the thunder and the light, immediately I change my body from a material body straight to spiritual body. At that quick, things will happen. So we are getting trained, because the final moment is the terrible calamity. And now we have been trained to face such calamities. Then Prabhupada writes here, one who has taken shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord. Prabhupada writes here very nicely. What did he say? He said, which are accepted as the most suitable boat. Suitable boat for crossing the ocean of nations. Nations means ignorance. These people can be liberated as easily as one leaps over the holes made of the hoofs of a calf. What does that mean? When you see a calf, baby cow, when they walk on the mud, how big is the footprint? When we walk on the mud, you know, when we walk on the beach, when we step, there's a footprint. And imagine a little baby cow walks on it. How small is that? So what, Prabhupada, please pay attention to this very, very attentively. I want you to have faith in this statement of Srila Prabhupada. Have strong faith in this word. Write it down or take a photo. What Prabhupada writes? One who has, let me see, already done, taken shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord. The first requirement. Those who has taken shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord. These lotus feet is being accepted as the most suitable boat. Boat for what? What? Plava. For what? For crossing. What? Ocean of nations. What is ocean of nations? Ocean of ignorance. Nations means ignorance. Right? We are in great ignorance. Okay? Ocean of nations. Again, those who have taken shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord. And that lotus feet is accepted as the boat. What boat? Suitable boat. That we can cross this ocean of nations, ignorance. And can be liberated as easily. The liberation is so easy. Just like one leaps. Leaps means what? Jump over. You see the hole, you jump. When you see a drain, you jump. That's called leap. Just as what leap? Leap over what? Over the holes. It is not ocean. The entire ocean will just look like a hole. Or the foot imprint that made by the hoofs. The leg of the foot of the calf. Not even buffaloes, not even dragon, or not even elephant. A little hoof, maybe as big as 50 cents, or maybe slightly bigger than that, this small. The entire oceans of ignorance, nations that we have been struggling for trillions and trillions and trillions of births will just turn into a small, tiny hoof. And we can just simply leap. Are you all following me? I can't see anyone. Just say yes or whatever. Are you with me, Prabhus and Mothers?
Yes, Prabhu.
It's a wonderful thing, Prabhu, to know. It's
Yes.
very, very nectarian, Prabhu. Thank
Nectarian.
you.
And now another thing Prabhupada said. That's why I say Prabhupada's, our Acharya Srila Prabhupada is, I have no words to describe. Then he writes, such person, that person who have taken shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord, who can cross the ocean just like the hoof print. just a footprint, just like tiny, just leap. That person is the person which are meant. Meant means what? Qualified to reside. Reside means what? To stay in the abode of the Lord. Vaikuntha Loka. And they have nothing to do with the place where there is danger in every step. Such a person, they are meant to stay in Goloka or Vaikunda. They got nothing to do in a place, this material world, where there's a danger in every step. Every step there's danger. Isn't that fantastic, Prabhus? Phew.
Hare Krishna,
Please.
Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji, சொல்லுங்க.
அப்பனா எங்க பிரபு வந்து அப்படி போயிருப்பாரா பிரபு? எங்க பிரபு ஜெகநாத்ரியில இருந்தாரு, அந்த மாதிரி இருந்தாரு திடீர்னு. சோ அவர் வைகுண்டாத்துக்கு போயிருப்பாரா?
நீங்க ஒரு நாள் என்ன நம்பிக்கிட்டு இருக்கீங்க?
நான் அப்படிதான் நம்பிக்கிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
ஏன் அப்ப அதுல சந்தேகம் இப்ப உங்களுக்கு?
சந்தேகம் இல்ல, இந்த எழுதி இருக்கு அந்த மாதிரியே, அதான் உண்மையா அப்படியே போட்டிருக்கேன் அப்படின்னு. ஏன்னா
இருந்தது நீங்க படக்கூடாது. பிகாஸ் கிருஷ்ணா will take care. கிருஷ்ணா தான் முடிவு பண்ணியிருக்காரு ஜெகநாத் புரியில உயிர் பிரியணும். இதுல என்ன சந்தேகம்?
ஏன்னா அவர் வந்து குரு மகாராஜ்லாம் குரு மகாராஜ் நம்ம வீட்டுக்கு வந்தாரு. அவரு பாத பூஜை செஞ்சிருக்காரு.
Mataji asked a question that the husband, since the husband left the body in Jagannath, has he gone to Vaikunta? And I asked a question, why do you still doubt that? There's nothing to doubt about it. Yes? What your husband gone through is such a huge blessing. There's nothing to be doubt about it. Okay?
அப்புறம் வந்து என்னோட சன், நான் சொன்னேன்ல ஒரு 28 வயசு இறந்துட்டாருன்னு, அவர் வந்து இறந்துட்டு நான் ரொம்ப கவலைப்பட்டுட்டு இருந்தேன். அப்ப அவரு என்கிட்ட வந்து சொன்னாரு கனவுல, அம்மா எல்லாமே விஷ்ணு தான், அவருதான் நம்மளுக்கு அப்பா அம்மா, சோ நீங்க கவலைப்பட வேணாம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னார் பிரபு. அப்ப கிருஷ்ணா கான்சியஸ்ல இருந்தோன்னு சோ நான் அதெல்லாம் விட்டுட்டேன் கவலைப்படுறதுன்னா.
Yeah. Definitely. Okay. So now what we can see, they have nothing to do with this place. In this material world, every step is a danger. Every step is a danger. What is a danger actually here? When you talk about every step danger, what are the worst thing can happen to a man? Death. So what's the big deal about that? If I slip and fall, I can die. If I drink something wrong, I can die. If I do something, I can die. So what's the big deal? But what is the real danger, Prabhus and mothers? What are we so worried about the danger? What danger we are so worried? What danger we are so scared about? The danger that we are so scared, the end of the day, if we could just not remember Krishna. Yeah, please mute, Prabhu. Mute பண்ணுங்க. Chandra Govinda Prabhu. Okay. So the thing is, the most scariest part, can I remember Krishna or not? That is the fear. Prabhupada continues. This material world is certified. Look at the word, by the Lord in Bhagavad Gita as a dangerous place full of calamities. This place is dangerous and full of calamities. Lot of danger, devastation, disaster. Then he writes, but less intelligent person who have less intelligence, they prepare plans to adjust those calamities. Okay, let's adjust. without knowing that the nature of this place is full of calamities. Okay, they want to adjust, they try to adjust, because they don't understand, without knowing that the nature of this place are meant itself full of calamities. All right, it's full of calamities. And then he writes, they have no information of the abode of the Lord. They don't know what is up there. Why? Because that place is full of bliss. And you know what? Without trace of calamity. There's not even a drop of calamities you can see in Goloka or Vaikuntha. Then Prabhupada writes another, he makes another strong statement. The duty of the sane person. What does that mean? Sane. That means they are clear in their mind. They are not mental. They are not crazy. Insane means crazy. Sane means clear mind. So the duty of the clear mind person, not to be disturbed by the worldly calamities. Don't get disturbed, Prabhus and mothers. War here, war there, death here, death there. Now they're talking about Al Nina going to come to Malaysia now. I don't know what is Al Nina. Is it going to be heavy rain or going to be terrible hot sun? Now itself, people are talking, oh, Al Nina. Whether Al Nina or La Nina, who cares? Right? He should not be disturbed by that worldly calamities. Because these are sure to happen in all circumstances, whether you like it or not. It's sure to happen. But suffering all sorts of unavoidable misfortune. But this kind of suffering of unavoidable misfortune, what we should do? One should make progress in spiritual realization. We should progress in spiritual realization. Why? Because that is the mission of human life. That is our mission. The spirit soul is transcendental. It's spiritual. And transcendental means what? It's above. That means what is what transcendental means? We studied that day. That means above that mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. So transcendental to all material calamities. And therefore, the so-called calamities are called false. So now what we can understand, the soul can transcend all these kind of things. So the so-called calamities, suffering, torture, this and that, all the things that we're seeing is actually called false, not true. Prabhupada giving a very wonderful analogy. If you are doing Bhakti Vaibhava, this is the analogy that comes in your exam. What is the analogy? A man may see, what is this? A man may see tiger swallowing him in a dream. In a dream, he can see the tiger attacking him, killing him. He may cry for this calamity. He may cry, help, help, help. But actually, there's no tiger and there's no suffering. But it is simply a case of dreams. It's only a dream. In the same way, all calamities of life are said to be dreams. What does that mean? All the sufferings and all the calamities, real sure thing. No, someone passed away, man. My beloved has passed away. What do you mean? What do you call? But actually, when you see all these are be dreams. So actually, we are in a slumber. All the things happening to us, it is superficial. Identification according to our material senses, our eyes, our nose, our ears, our tongue. But deep in our heart, our soul, all these are actually not. Then Prabhupada writes another important statement here that we should really pay attention. What did he say? If someone is lucky enough, if someone is lucky enough to get a contact with the Lord by devotional service, it is all gain. Contact with the Lord by anyone of 9 devotional service. There's 9 ways of doing devotional service. But we are doing Smaranam, the remembering, chanting and studying, is always a forward step on the path of going back to Godhead. So now the question is, if someone is lucky enough, and Prabhus and mothers, who are the lucky ones? That each and every one of you are the lucky ones. Chandra Govinda Prabhu, Chong Fuk Wing, or Gandhi, what they call? Chaitanya Daya Prabhu, Gandhi Mataji, Gokulesh Govinda Prabhu, Rajendran Prabhu, Kaushika Prabhu, Karupya Saras Mataji, Ratnava Prabhu, Muru Mataji, Nagarajan Chalaya Prabhu, Nanda Devi Mataji, Navarasan, or Namaras Prabhu, Saki, Champakalata, Samsung, Valiamai, Satya Narayan Prabhu, Shobha Mataji, Sudha Sindhu Mataji, Tarini Radhika Mataji, Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu, Vishwamala Krishnan, Vraja Prema Krishna Das. You are the lucky one. You are the lucky one. Among billions and trillions of billions of, not trillions, billions of people that live in this material world. You are the selected one and you are the lucky one. What Prabhupada says, not just lucky, but lucky enough. Now you have got in contact with the Lord. True devotional service. What type of, and it's all gain, everything is profiting. So what type of contact are we in with? By anyone, Prabhus and mothers, remember the word, by anyone. By any of these 9 devotional service, 9 process. Smaranam, Kirtanam, Vandanam, Pada Sevanam, all these, worshipping the lotus feet, worshipping the deity, worshipping these, worshipping the 9 process of bhakti. If you can get to any one of these, any one of that, we are studying Srimad Bhagavatam, we are chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we are remembering Krishna. But what Prabhupada writes, if anyone, if you are in contact with any one of these, okay, any one of these, what will happen? You are always a forward step on the path going back home, back to Godhead. That is very powerful. That's so powerful. And we have to be so grateful to the person who brought us to devotional service. We have to be so grateful to our spiritual master and the one, Siksha Guru and Diksha Guru. But above all, we have to be so grateful to Srila Prabhupada. The more and more you study Bhagavatam, the more and more that you study the Guru Vakya, the purport is actually Guru Vakya or Guru Bhashya, the more and more we are convinced that we are positively on our way back home, back to Godhead. It's 11:22. Thank you so much for your wonderful association, Prabhus and mothers. I am so grateful to each and every one of you. If not because of your enthusiasm, I might not be doing this again and again. My respectful obeisances to every one of you and my obeisance to you. And tomorrow, we are stopping at 26. Okay. So tomorrow we will study. Tomorrow 26 is one of the important verses I've marked here. Right? Janmai Shravya Shrutta Shribir Eda Mana Mada Puman. Okay. My Lord, your Lordship can easily be approached. Now, Kunti Devi is telling how we can approach the Lord. For those who are materially exhausted, right? So with that, we end the session here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful to you. Kantra Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. All glories to Srimad Bhagavatam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to all assembled devotees. We meet you again. Till then, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubevacha Paditanam Pavinibhyo Vaishnavebhayo Namo Namah. So tomorrow who want to express gratitude? Tomorrow? Who would like to express gratitude? Satya Narayan Prabhu. Okay. You raised your hand to ask a question or you want to do it, Prabhu?
I'll do it tomorrow, bro.
Okay. Right. Thank you. Right. And we wish all the best to our wonderful devotee Gandhi Mataji, who are positively marching to Jagannath Puri.
Thank
All
you.
right. You are going today. You'll be arriving tomorrow.
Tonight there 10 o'clock to Calcutta.
Yeah. So you'll be arriving to Puri tomorrow.
Yes, correct.
So today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow is the most highest pleasurable moment for Jagannath.
Yes.
Okay, Jagannath is enjoying Rasa Leela. He's dancing Rasa Leela with the gopis.
Okay.
By abandoning Lakshmi, and he run to Vrindavan to Rasa Leela. It's a topmost situation. Don't lament. Don't grumble. Don't say, why it's so dirty? Why? Don't ever see anything not nice. Just go there with one pointed attention that you are. Imagine the Rasa Leela. Imagine the Jagannath dancing Rasa Leela. And of course, the prayers later I'll share in the group.
Okay.
Then you try to go there and just recite that prayers to Jagannath. And may Lord Jagannath show all the best mercy to you. May you see all the wonderful pastimes. May you get 100% Sukriti benefit from this pilgrimage tour. And I humbly pray that please pray for all of us. Please pray for all of us that one day all of us can go to Jagannath Puri to get the darshan of Lord Jagannath. All right. Have a wonderful journey. Wonderful. Wish you all the best. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
And Mataji, please take photos and send.
Yes, I will share in the group.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, just take some photo. Oh, look at this. And of course, don't simply send. Explain.
All right. Okay.
Put a write up. Okay, you just put Jagannath. Say what Jagannath is. What is happening? We don't know.
Okay.
So suddenly hear something. You take the photo and just put a write up. If you think you cannot type fast, just send a voice message. Let everybody benefit from your pilgrimage.
I think he will be decorated in all the gold, right?
Yeah. That is after the Rasa Leela.
Okay.
Right.
Very Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Wonderful.
By His mercy.
Have a blessed journey, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone.
All right, till then.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. Have a nice trip to India, Prabhu.
All of us now looking for some blessings from you, right?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Have a nice pilgrims.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Mataji, enter the cooking room.
Cooking room,
Very careful. Must be very careful. They will drink all the
We will all, hopefully one day by Krishna's grace, we all will go one day together. It'll be nice.
All of us go together.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Fly together.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
All right. Okay, Hare Krishna. So till we see you again. Have a beautiful day. Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Please.